newscast.
Oh no! I'm not gonna make it! I need to close. Oh no! This is gonna be a fight! Oh my god! I didn't even finish the book yet! No!
We got this.
Huckleberry Finn, the story of a young boy and a runaway slave named Jim, traveling down the Mississippi River, running away from Miss Watson, Pap, and the pressures of society. Let's just say that this book comes to a very surprising end.
Haven't gotten there yet.
I mean, who doesn't want to read a book that takes the average person an hour to read half a chapter? And considering there are 42 chapters, and then afterward it would take you, what's 43 times 2?
86.
You can invest a complete 86 of your precious hours on this planet enlightening yourself with Mark Twain's best work of literature of his entire life.
By reading this book, you are really hitting two birds with one stone. I mean, you're enlightening your mind and learning 4 new American dialects while you're deciphering
Vocab word.
which dialect is which. You can learn how to talk like a Missourian, or talk like a runaway slave, or even talk like a seemingly well-educated young boy who has attended a minimal amount of years
3 at most.
of school in his life.
What a loser. Well, let's start with the beginning.
Persons attempting to find a motive in this narrative will be prosecuted. Persons attempting to find a moral in it will be banished. Persons attempting to find a plot in it will be shot by order of the author.
OMG, I want to be prosecuted, banished, and shot all while from reading a book. There goes my bucket list.
No!
Awkward boundary.
I would like to share a personal experience with you. So I have a goldfish named Mufasa. The other day, Mufasa. He
Mufasa died.
It's true. His funeral was touching. Much like the one in Huck Finn. It lasted for 5 entire chapters.
Wait, we need a moment of silence to honor the dead Mufasa and Peter. Anyway, so there's this guy, and he dies.
So this lady, your husband died, and the guy from the newspaper came over to read the obituary, and the lady started crying about her husband, Frank. And she was just like, Frank was such a nice guy, and he used to volunteer at the homeless shelter and the soup kitchen, and he used to take the kids to school, and it was just really sad, and I miss him so much, my husband. And so she started sobbing, and the guy was writing down like everything she said, and it started to get to like 3 pages. And so she's like, the guy from the newspaper is like, ma'am, excuse me, it's $5 per word. And someone stops. And she says, Frank is dead. And she says, no, wait. Frank died. And the guy from the newspaper says, well, I'm sorry, but it has to be at least 5 words. So she says, Frank died. Cadillac for sale.
Thank you, Ava. That joke was amusing and full of laughter, much like Dead Peter's funeral.
Whoa, it was 5 chapters. That means it took me 10 hours. I feel so accomplished.
Yes, Emily, because everyone cares about your accomplishments in life.
I feel wounded by that comment.
Just ignore her. She's emotional. Now, back to Huck Finn. After you finish reading about a man's funeral for 5 chapters, you might realize that the N word is used quite often in this book.
219 times, to be exact.
I love reading offensive language. It makes me feel so good about society and comforts me to know how great Americans really are. So, let's visit the topic of the character's intelligence. Obviously, Huck and Jim are prodigies when it comes to navigation. As you all know, Jim is a runaway slave. The first decision him and Huck make together is to travel downriver.
Wait, you mean they were traveling downriver? Deeper into the slave states?
Yes. However, they have a plan. You see, they are going to travel up the Ohio on a steamboat. Well, until
Until what?
Well, you see...
Tell me.
They missed it.
What?
They missed it.
Come again.
They missed it! Awkward turtle makes babies.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the aches and pains.
Stop! You know, if you read Huckleberry, you can learn all about Hamlet, and Romeo and Juliet for that matter. Well, a variation.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's completely different, but it doesn't really matter. You can even read Huckleberry instead of Shakespeare. You know, you can get the gist of the story. Well, you can learn enough.
Enough for tests?
Yeah, sure.
Is that what you did?
Yupper-doodles!
And how'd you do?
I got an F for fabulous.
Of course, that's what F stands for. Fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay, F stands for failing.
Wait, what?
Wait! Stop! I'm the real piano master. Okay. Yeah.
On that note, we would like to bring this news special to a close.
No, it's this note.